Hi everybody, welcome back to the Belt and Bond. It's Michelle here and hubby is with me. We haven't been on the couch together since we did our We're Pregnant video. So before we even start this one, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow both of us on Instagram. He is at Bobby Belton Jr. and I am at The Belton Beauty, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So this video is a parent chit chat video. BJ hasn't really seen these questions before, so his answers will kind of be raw and real. So
you didn't rehearse your answers?
Be wary. No, I haven't rehearsed mine. I just know what the questions are. So we're just going to get started. I think these are cute videos to do. So the first question is, when will baby be born? So our due date is May the 6th.
Okay.
So this is like our guess. So for me, it would be perfect. Scotland came one day before his due date, but for me, I would like it if she came on May 7th. Actually, that's my stepfather's birthday and he passed away. So May 7th would be great for me. And I'm saying she's going to weigh like 7 pounds, 2 ounces.
You didn't say nothing about no
I know,
weighs.
but I want to say, that's the
That's
next question. So, okay, May 7th is my guess. I'm getting excited. Okay, babe?
April 31st.
What?
Ain't no such thing as April 31st, number one.
Okay, so number one, I was about to say, and anyway, that is too early, okay? I plan on my last day at work being April 30th, and I want a couple of days before she makes her appearance, but I don't make these plans.
April 30th.
You really think?
Yep.
I think you're just saying it.
I'm having trouble hearing you.
Siri, we weren't talking to you. Okay.
April 30th. April 30th. That's
Okay.
when it's happening.
April 30th.
How much she gonna weigh? 9 pounds.
No way. No way.
Let me see. Speak, Lord. That's servant listens. 7 pounds, 8 ounces.
Okay. I'm going to say 7 pounds, 2 ounces. I just feel like she might be bigger than Scotland. I don't know. Scotland was little. He was 6 pounds, 7 ounces. So we will see. Will the baby have hair when she comes out?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Scotland did. We are praying that she has
Yes, Lord.
her father's grain of hair. He can be mistaken for Dominicano sometimes. And when he grows it out, it gets really nice and curly. So if she has his grain of hair, I will be happy. If she has mine, I'll be fine with that too. But mine is a little bit thicker and coarser and curlier and, you know, not as easy
And
to
I'm
manage.
not hair shaming.
No, we're not hair shaming
Out
at
there
all.
at
Any
all.
hair
Want
is
that to
like
be clear.
good hair. But for me to be the one to have to do it, I would love if it is her grain. But we definitely think
Her grain.
I mean,
My
his grain. Sorry. But we definitely think that she will have hair when she comes out. What will be the hair and the eye color?
Black hair.
Black hair.
All right.
I agree to that.
Blue eyes.
Ooh, her daddy. Black hair for sure.
Well, Scotland
Probably.
already said that daddy is God, so.
All right. Probably brown eyes. We all have brown eyes in our family, so
Scotland got big brown eyes.
yeah, he has big brown eyes. But I say black hair, brown eyes. You agree?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What will be the baby's personality?
Oh, like me in Scotland. 100%.
Which is what?
Just
Unpredictable fun.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I want her to be fun. I don't want her to be like a prude, I guess. But I want her to be like calm and able to relax like me. Like I'm not always by myself, but like I joke and be like, you know, oh, the boys, they're so loud, they're whatever. Like I have a feeling that she'll probably be right up with them, running around and playing, and I'll still be like, can we get some quietness? But I think she may be a little bit stubborn just from, I don't know how I am. I think she may be stubborn. I think she'll probably be like a little like witty and kind of like a little fireball almost. I feel like she may have some of
So
that
you saying you're a
in her a
fireball?
little bit. No, I don't know if she'll get that from me, but just like
So
how
you saying you're a fireball?
No, I
You
don't
just
think
said, I don't know if
so.
she'd get that from me.
No,
Like you're a fireball.
well, no, I don't think so. I don't think she would get it from me because I don't think that's what I am. But I'm saying, anyway, like from her ultrasounds, how like I don't know. I just feel like she'll be like, "Ooh, okay, girl, you are here, and we are just in your world." Yeah,
She's gonna be her own person.
for sure. Anything else to add about her personality?
She's gonna be fun. She's gonna be making all the noise around here with me in Scotland, and
Yeah,
it's gonna be mommy versus the world.
pretty much. Or the world versus mommy. Okay, so what do you hope the baby gets from mom? And I'm holding this because last time I feel like y'all couldn't hear me because I just was wearing the microphone. So what do you hope that she gets from mom?
She gotta get your butt.
Well, okay. Okay, so physically, okay, my rear end. All right.
Why you gotta say it like that?
And then what else? Like personality wise or something.
Oh, so you want me to highlight your personality is
Yes.
what you want me to
Speak
do.
about me. Speak about me.
Like of course we want her to be fun and everything like that, but like I do want her to be mild mannered like yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Classy. And then
Classy.
Right.
And okay. From me.
How you think I was finished?
Sorry, go ahead.
I was finished.
Okay. From me, I don't know if there's anything physically. I would say maybe my eyes.
Yeah,
My
you got some
eyes are
pretty
like one of
eyes.
the attributes that I like about myself. So
Oh, shut up.
So I would say my eyes, and also, I guess personality wise, maybe like a little calmness, because I seem to be very calm all the time, no matter what's going on. Like there's sometimes like with being a mother, I think I've gotten a little bit more, anxious or can get
You've always been
frazzled,
anxious.
things
You've
like
always
that.
been anxious, but you've still been calm.
Yeah, I don't like to use the word anxious because the Bible says be anxious for nothing. So, but
Okay, come on, Bible.
That's-
Where scripture it come from?
Philippians something. Is that right?
I don't think so.
Anyway, but I think I would want her to be like calm and just be able to handle herself well under pressure. Like on the inside, I'm like a ball of nerves or whatever, but tried to be like very calm, I think is what I would want her to get from me. What do you hope baby gets from dad? Physically, not your ears. Not her
Mama,
ears may be cute. I was
Michelle
gonna say
coming for
because your mom has these
My mama
ears,
got
and I
big
think
ears,
they're really
got 'em
nice.
from her.
Maybe your lips. You have nice lips.
I heard you was good.
Okay, don't say that. So his lips, and then personality wise, BJ is very outgoing, and he's a people person. He's very social. So I would say that. Like I want her to be outgoing and social, willing to talk to people, meet people, and yeah, that's what I would say. What do you want her to get from you?
Get from me. I guess I would have to agree with what you said because, being outgoing and I would say more so loving people. Mm-hmm. Like I think that is something that we've already trained Scotland up in doing. So she'll naturally see that. Yeah. Like just, generally people are good, you know what I'm saying, at heart, for the most part. And then you got your few bad apples. And so I want her to be able to discern, what is good. And I think Scotland does a good job of that now. And then what is bad too. So yeah, that part.
Okay. What are you nervous about most about having 2 children now?
I mean, I think for me as a man and father is more so providing, like being able to make sure that everything is taken care of, and that just kind of reflects some of the conversations and thoughts that we've already been having. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Just like, what does that look like, with 4 people being involved and everything like that. And, we don't do that much shopping now, but how that changes or whatever the case may be. So, yeah.
I think for me, I wouldn't say nervous about, but something I want to make sure we have is like balance, because like it's easy now, like Scotland gets all of the attention, but making sure that we give him his attention and give, baby girl her attention, and then also give each other our attention, because we're going to have like another person who, especially in like the first year in those infant stages, like she's going to need us for everything. Like I'll be her food source and, changing diapers, and like, infants can't do anything for themselves. So definitely balance. I think it'll be important for us to just like establish new family things like, okay, this is a family day, we're going out as a family, we're doing this, or this is a dad and son day, this is a dad and daughter day, this is a mom and son day, just establishing those things that we've talked about doing even too, like before we even had kids, we were like, you'll have your days to take, Scotland out, and I'll have mine, stuff like that. So just making sure we're intentional about balance and ensuring that like everybody still gets what they need, even though we're adding a new person. And I guess like it's just going to be like adding a new person into what we already do, now we're incorporating her, in our lifestyle. Yeah, just
definitely more expansive because you think about everything we do for Scotland, like you already said, you're doing that times two, and trying to make sure that his feelings don't feel invalidated when he does feel like, yo, what's up? Like, this used to be all about me and now all the attention is there. And I think that for Scotland though, and I know this video is about baby, but I think that'll be some good times between when the baby is born and maybe even 5-6 months for he and I.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like wherever I go, he'll be right there. Wherever the father is there, so is the son. Come on, shut.
Oh my goodness. So yes, yeah. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot. Pregnancy brain. Are you with us?
Whew,
okay.
Hallelujah. How you just gonna move on like that?
Guys, I know
just like they be at church. Just keep moving.
Maybe like the moment has passed. Okay. At what age will she be allowed to date? I'm gonna let him answer this one.
Define date.
Like when will we allow a guy to come over, pick her up, and take her to a movie, dinner? What age? And if you want to do group, like when can she group date, and then when can she one-on-one date?
I think she's gonna go out with friends and stuff like that. Maybe as early as like 15. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So like, I will hope that we done trained up right, because then, once you allow them out, you know what I'm saying? Especially in this modern world that we're living in now. Like when we were coming up, it was a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? But by that time, socially, society would be in a whole different space. So what does that look like? So, I guess probably I would say at the age that she can get her license, because I want her to be able to not be independent from the aspect of I don't need no man and all of that. But like, I'll meet you there if I need to. You know what I'm saying? I don't want her to feel like
she has to depend on the guy to
bring her back home if it didn't go over well, or he violated, her or something like that. Like
I like that. Like with her first date, it could be like a meeting thing. But I think like group dating, like a group of guys and a group of girls, is like 8th grade too soon for that? Like middle school?
I'm right there.
So we would chaperone.
We're going on a field trip.
So we would chaperone middle school dates, and then maybe high school she can do.
Even 9th grade, maybe 10th grade. 9th grade, we going to the mall together.
Let me just say, like they say in commercials and stuff, these terms are subject to change when she arrives. Then depending on who the guy is, like, oh no, that's not happening. What's something your parents taught you that you'll teach this baby? Jesus.
Number one.
Numero uno.
I think one of the things I say to Scotland all the time is something my dad used to say to me, and that is God keeps his hands on you. My dad used to say God got his hands on you and stuff like that. And so like, when I dropped Scotland off at school in the morning, I think he said to you, when you dropped him off. Yeah,
he said it to me like randomly today. Like if he says I love you, like he'll go ahead and say God keeps his hands on you.
Right. And so that, I just, because God got his hands on every last one of us, but to have that reminder ringing in the back of your mind is something that I want her to be able to carry, just like Scotland already. Man, my parents taught me so much.
Yeah. Mine are, I don't know, because I feel like I've learned more from my parents as parents rather than like lessons that they taught. Like I've learned more, I think, watching them be a parent to me than them like saying stuff. Like they taught me, about respecting myself and God and, making good choices and stuff like that. But my parents are very different. Like my mom, even at this age and even over 300 miles away, will be telling me what to do. Like Scotland was eating a tomato and some like spit on her shirt. And she's like, go get a napkin and fix her shirt. I'm like, Mama, I already got it.
She's gonna be that.
So I think that a part of me will be like that. But
When I ain't no probably.
But
it's already like that. You do me like that.
Okay, so yeah. And the older I get, the more I'm like, dang, that sounded like my mama. But also, my dad is he will give you advice, but it's when you ask for it. He's like, my children are grown now. They all have husbands and wives. They're making their own choices. So he doesn't really say much, but when he does, it's great advice. And like, it's like he knows that we're going to be okay. But when we ask for his advice, he gives it. So I don't know, maybe a balance like that, but definitely like Jesus, caring for yourself, self-esteem, valuing others, service, stuff like that.
My mom was more like your dad. Like,
I can see that now too.
Yeah, like, it's your decision. Whatever you think.
You'd
be like, bruh, I need you to tell me. You know what I'm saying? So, and then my dad, to that point, my dad passed when I was 21. So, like, I don't know, kind of.
He still taught you stuff.
I don't know how he would have been, like you talked about, like as an adult. Oh man. So yeah. I think for the most part, I'll be able to teach, the common sense. I will say that. Like my dad was big on, common sense and manners are greater than any book sense in the world. You know what I'm saying? He used to say all the time, like, somebody can be the smartest person, but if they don't have general common sense and don't have manners, then that means that don't nobody want to be around you, and because you don't have any manners. And then with common sense, you can't think for yourself. You know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. And he was big on that. So I think for me, and I think you see that with me in Scotland, like I'm always like,
yeah.
What are you doing? How are you doing it? How are you processing and stuff like that? Like my dad was big on that. So he used to say this quote, think boy, think. And so that's where it is for me. It's just, I would want our, both of them, but our daughter to be able to get that lesson as well.
All right. What has Michelle's major craving been?
Probably just French fries is what I've experienced. You get a little wave of like wanting some chips and stuff. So I guess like I would say probably potatoes more than anything. Like if I had to, but more so like French fries and
twice baked potatoes.
So yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah, it's definitely been French fries. Really, any kind of French fry and sweets. I've been like eating more sweets than I was before because, of course, before I got pregnant, I was trying to be keto-ish, so not doing a lot of sweets. But now, like, I will indulge in a sweet or two or three. What food can Michelle not stand?
I mean, I don't think this has anything to do with pregnancy. I think that mushrooms.
Yeah.
Like you just can't stand mushrooms.
Yeah, and that's mushrooms like in general. There hasn't really been something that now that I'm pregnant, I've been like, ooh, I can't eat that. Like with Scotland, at one point, I didn't want chicken wings. You remember that? I couldn't eat chicken wings. Like I could eat regular chicken, but a little wing, I couldn't eat. And then it was it Asian food, like hibachi or something we had gotten? And I was like, what? I couldn't eat that. But
no, we went to one restaurant and you on your birthday that we were going to go to. That you just got very
yeah.
What's the word?
Nauseous.
There you go. That's the word.
Yeah, but I've been really able to enjoy a lot of food this time. What is one thing you enjoy about each other while pregnant?
I know this is gonna sound cheesy, but like recently we bought a devotional at the beginning of this year. And so like every night after we put Scotland to bed, we go, it's like a mandate because I usually come downstairs to watch TV. And so we go to the room and I wait on Michelle to get ready for bed, and we get together and we read through the devotional together and kind of discuss it. And so I think I've enjoyed that. I mean, I think also, I think that probably be the highlight. I would like to see more of us shipping Scotland off, so to speak, so that we could have a long time and stuff.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then like for this pregnancy, I think I've just enjoyed us. I don't know, I guess just like the anticipation, talking about it, seeing how each other is like processing. I guess just like the excitement of something new, like it kind of brings us closer, I think, in a sense, because it's like we're looking forward to something together. So I like that about being pregnant. What's the worst thing Michelle has done to you since being pregnant? Like, have I had any like prego crazy moments?
No, you've been consistent with just asking your regular little questions and everything like that. Like, nah, ain't been nothing.
I'm really a good person, guys. I really
All right.
am.
Okay.
But no, like I haven't had like a moment where I've been snappy or stuff like that. That's the calmness. Like, be having to check myself sometimes and be like, okay, process your emotions. Where is this coming from? But that don't mean it's not coming, because the third trimester it can come, or in labor it can come. So we'll see. We'll give y'all an update if I do something to BJ. He's done some worse things to me since I've been pregnant.
Wait a minute.
Like picking on me.
Oh, 100%.
He said I water like a penguin last night. He laughs when I have to like try to bend down to pick stuff up. So don't worry. The next video you see him in together will be him wearing a little pregnancy belly, or me, I know what face you're making, or me doing a little contraction simulation with him. I'm gonna turn it all the way up too. Do you still enjoy dates even though you're pregnant in a pandemic? We haven't been on a date
because we've been in a doggone pandemic.
when was our last date like with that? Well, he took off one day in October and we kind of went out. So we went to Cheesecake Factory and we ate outside. That was like my first time going into a restaurant and sitting down, but that was like, I have a list of foods that I want to eat while I'm pregnant. And Cheesecake Factory was on, it had been on the list before I was pregnant, honestly.
It's almost a year.
But
since we've been kind of locked down, quarantine.
Yeah. But so yeah, we've gone on like that date. Like he said, we just kind of are trying to establish some things where we make sure we spend time with one another. But yeah, so we've been kind of dating. We'll have date days, but they include Scotland, you know, pretty much as we're going out and like running errands and stuff like that. But, you know, it's kind of family stuff. But we do need to like prioritize us and go on dates and stuff like that.
It's just been difficult because of like, you know, pandemic, you know, you not knowing, you know, sending Scotland to somebody else, as well as, you know, him being asymptomatic and you just not knowing it or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the environment is in, he's in and stuff, and all of us, not just him, you know what I'm saying, but anybody, you know, in this time. And so it's just like, let's just go ahead and just ride this thing out and just stay home or go together, because we know that she got this thing where she don't want, my thing is, if anybody get it, I'd rather get it from family. Something like that, she'd be like, nope.
We don't want to get it at all.
Right. But, okay.
I know,
question.
Like you rather know where you got it from than be like, I get sick. Okay. How do you financially prepare for a baby? Save.
Right.
Some things, you know, I mean, people should be saving in general, and that's something that we're, you know, still working on and saving and stuff like that. But, you know, definitely save. Think about what you need. Luckily, this time we have like some things, and then some things I've been able to sell. But, you know, saving, knowing what you need, knowing what you have, planning. Everything doesn't have to be like brand new. Even with Scotland, like we have taken hand-me-downs, like friends who have sons that are older than him. Like a lot of his like 3T and 4T clothing have been, you know, given to us just because, you know, people are like, hey, you have
and
a
I
son.
wouldn't even call them hand-me-downs.
Yeah,
Like,
because
they
some of
just-
them brand new.
Right, but I mean, people call them hand-me-downs. I call them blessings because
Yeah.
when you ain't
And
got
that
and you ain't got to go
blessing
out
down
and
to me.
right when you ain't got to go out and buy new clothes and stuff like that. Like we haven't had to do a haul, as you call it,
Yeah.
for Scotland in years. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And so it's just been a blessing. When you say hand-me-down, I just feel like that's just kind of like, here, just take these little rugged clothes and yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, definitely saving, budgeting, because like there'll be child care, unless you're staying at home, or there'll be, doctor's visits within the first 2 years of Scotland's life. He had to get ear tubes, which, we didn't expect. So just, plan and save for the unexpected.
This time around,
Yep,
no.
health insurance and stuff like that. So, yeah. And, even at like your baby shower, you can ask for monetary gifts or like for people to donate for
So we did for our
future
wedding.
things. Yeah. So just save and be conscious.
I think one similarity that we have 4 years later than what we did first time around is we got to buy something brand new, and that is like when we were having Scotland, we were purchasing our home. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had just purchased, and he was coming home in December, and now we got to be looking at a new car.
Right. Yeah.
So it's kind of like that similarity of, yes, we've been trying to save, but then also looking at it from aspect of we got to go out and get a new car because Michelle's good old Jeep.
Judy Leslie.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm more nervous about buying a car than I was about buying the house. Which names did you nix from your list? We haven't disclosed her name yet, but which names did we nix? I had fallen in love with the name, and it has nothing to do with anybody, but I loved Blythe Monroe Belton.
That was a cool name.
I felt like it was so pretty. Now, I actually got Blythe from Jump in the Broom. That was Megan Good's name in the movie. She was like, Blythe. And I was like, ooh, that is so nice. And then Monroe, I don't know, it just felt...
Ain't have nobody,
it just felt,
family ties
it
to
doesn't.
it, no
It just felt
nothing.
very esteemed. So that one was nixed. I liked it, but it didn't really have any meaning.
So Scotland's name have meaning. The baby is just...
Right. What else?
It was going to be Annalie Arvella Michelle.
Sorry.
But she just felt like it was too long. I just thought that
Was a
gonna be
lot.
good. And that was going to be a combination of my middle name, which is Bobby Lee. Well, Lee is my middle name.
Mm-hmm.
Michelle's mom, my mom, and then
Yeah,
her.
and me. So yeah, we've settled on a name, but even so, when we got pregnant and we were talking about names, I was like, I don't want to discuss anything until we find out what it is, because I don't want to have any unnecessary like disagreements or arguments about a name. So we really didn't have that many girl names. I know one time we had talked about Avea. This was years ago. Like I think we had gone to South Carolina and we were coming back. So I was like, what about Avea? And I don't know where that came from. And then I don't know, but I feel like her name was always going to start with an A for some reason. Like we had a lot of A.
So you tell them that her
names.
name starts with A?
It does start with an A. I will say that. It does start with an A. I said that before because they saw the stocking at Christmas time. But yeah, so we didn't really have a whole list of names. Like we just had things that we had talked about years ago, and then we settled on what it is. Her initials are going to be AMB. So that's it. 2 more questions. How do you plan to balance work with parenting? I ain't going back to work. In Jesus'
Y'all heard
name.
it here first. Y'all heard it here first. She already said it and already proclaimed it. Shut it up. Let's go to the next question.
Okay.
Because I'm taking off 6 days and I'm going back to work.
Yeah, so he will go back to work, but thankfully right now I work in education and I can choose to work during the summer or I can choose not to. So obviously this summer I will not be working. So I'm looking forward to like a nice long summer off with baby girl, and then I'll see what happens after that. But just work parenting balance, like I go to work on time right now and I leave on time because what?
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, because like my family is very important to me. So I'm like, I want to get back to Scotland as soon as I can, get him home, like enjoy time with him, because already like 7.5, 8 hours of my day is spent without him. So the balance is like I do everything I can possibly get done at work so that I don't even have to bring anything home. That way when I am home, I can be mommy and not be, trying to mommy and wife and, not trying to do any work. So my balance is like leave work at work. And when I come home, I'm not even an employee of said job.
I mean, and I said earlier, I'll take 6 days. Like that, just like Michelle's mom will be here. My mom may be down. I know her dad may be coming down, and my sister may be coming. Like we got family that might be coming down and stuff. And so me just sitting around the house is almost kind of like pointless to me when I can still be accruing time for other dates and time and everything like that we may have to take off, vacations, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? So like family is very important, but I look at it from the aspect of if I already got family here, then I'll go to work and make sure that we all are taken care of, which I got time already, but yeah.
Okay. Last question is, what are you most excited about?
I don't know if excited is the word. Like anticipating, I guess. Anticipating her arrival, personality. No, I'll take that back. I am most excited about getting past that 6-month mark. Because I have this thing where, like, babies between the day they're born and 6 months, I can't do too much with them. I'm a playful person and everything like that. So it just be like, hey. And there's bonding time, of course, but like I'm big on just like she being able to crawl. That's what I'm looking forward to, being able to crawl and just kind of move around, and and how Scotland I think I'm more excited about that, like how is he gonna respond, because he's already anytime I go touch Michelle's belly or anything like that, like that's our baby, that's my sister. And every night just before he goes to bed, he's leading his own prayers now. And so he'll say, my sister, my brother, my baby sister. So I don't know where all the other kids coming from, but they ain't coming from us. Yeah.
I think I'm most excited definitely to meet her and like see her and have her out of my body and in my arms, on time, not early or anything, but I'm excited to meet her. I'm excited to see how BJ is going to be with a girl and having a daughter. He thinks he'll be the same. He says he will, but I don't know. I just want to see him.
Michelle just won't. Let me tell y'all something. Let me get this microphone.
Oh my God.
So Michelle wants. Turn the camera to me, please. Michelle thinks that I am going to not be a disciplinarian because she let Scotland get away with whatever he wants to get away with. And so she thinks that once the baby comes and she's in our arms and she's active and everything like that, that I'm going to let her get her way. That is not the case. You can ask my oldest brother, Maurice, because he is probably just as stern with 2 little girls than what he would be.
Son, so
what that mean?
I think you'll be different. Anyway.
I am like the Lord.
Oh my God.
I do not change.
Anyway, so I'm excited to see BJ with a daughter. I really am. I'm excited to see Scotland meet her because he's always asking, like, if he accidentally like bumps into my stomach or does something, he's like, is the baby gonna get angry? So I'm excited to have him like meet her and know that like she's a real person and stuff. I'm excited to hear her voice. I love the sound of Scotland's voice. I'm excited to kind of hear what her voice is going to be like, those first sounds that she makes. And I'm excited to dress her and do some mommy nice. And thank you. And pretty. Do some anyway, and do some like mommy and me outfits.
Where your ring at?
My hands be swollen. I hadn't worn my ring, and I wear a mock wedding ring. I told you to buy me one. Anyway, yeah, I think that's what I'm most excited about. And then just like seeing our family grow and change and I guess kind of settling in, because I don't think we're going to have any more children after that. It'll be really up to God, but I'm satisfied, with these 2. So just seeing how our family grows and kind of develops and settles into a lifestyle of Belton party of 4.
Yeah. Oh, so Michelle got this thing. It's going to be interesting to see when we are able to go sit down at restaurants, because when we had Scotland, she used to always walk in and they'd be like 2.5 or 2 and a baby, and she'd be like, it's 3. Yeah,
a baby is not half a person. They would say it's so cute, like 2.5. No, it's 3. Thank you.
She just get an attitude about dumb stuff, but
Anyway, that's it. That's all the questions. I hope you guys enjoyed this little parent chit chat video. I think it was really cool to do, and I was glad to have the hubby on here with me because I get so excited when he's with me. And I think that's it, right? What do we
just
say
stay
at the end?
tuned because Scotland got something that's up his sleeve
Yes.
as well, kicking off in Black History Month.
Yep.
So that's gonna be dope. Yeah. So we always say it. Thank you for subscribing. Like, share, comment down below.
Anyway, be bold, be blessed,
Yes,
be
be
bonded.
bonded.
Thank you guys for watching the Delton Bond. We'll see you guys
All right,
next
y'all.
time.